I've been wanting to make the magic mirror from Twisted Wonderland basically since I started playing the game. Funny enough, after 3 years, it's only now I just realized that it's the same mirror from the original Snow White movie, just with a little decorative mask. So yeah, I'm basically just making the magic mirror from Snow White. But a friend of my mom's was getting rid of this mirror, and I'm like, oh, free mirror, I can turn to a magic mirror. I got rid of the frame because I wanted to make a frame that was more akin to the original design. I am using 2-part epoxy to adhere the mirror to the back to hang it on the wall, and that was a struggle. I don't know why it was such a struggle, but I'm just using mostly not model magic, oh my gosh, well, basically model magic, it's foam clay and cardboard to make the frame. Having a reference picture around me at all times to get all the details right. Again, this is basically the magic mirror from Snow White. It's the exact same design. I don't know why it took me so long to realize, but however, it has been some time since I've watched the original Snow White, so I didn't even watch it a lot when I was a kid, I don't think. I will say one thing that I would change is using either a different kind of base or a thicker kind of cardboard, because in the end, the parts of the mirror cardboard base that stuck out that's not directly against the mirror kind of warp a little bit. And I did a base of foam clay around the cardboard frame because foam clay sticks to itself a lot better than if I would just put it straight on the cardboard. A big thing that I would have changed would probably use some creative liberties to make a different crown at the very top. Make the crown just a little different because it's not my favorite part of the whole design. I really wish I didn't put these extra little pearls on the crown area. There is a decent amount going on the mirror itself, but it's still very smooth and clean looking. And adding too much detail to the crown, I think did it a disservice. Even though I used black foam clay, I still want to paint all the parts that were sticking out white because metallic paints look best over a black base in my opinion. And the white parts would just stick out too much even with all those layers of gold paint, and I did have to use quite a bit of gold paint for this. It wasn't the best quality. Now when I started sketching out the flames and the mask, I really wanted to make the flames transparent. So you could still kind of use it as a mirror. I tried mixing some acrylic paint with not Model Magic, why do I keep saying that? Mod Podge, to try to make it more transparent. Did not work out. I just gave it up. I probably should have used different paints, but I didn't want to buy any extra paints that I knew I wasn't going to use again, so I decided to stick with what I know and use acrylic paint. Yeah, and at this point I'm like, I probably should have just bought an oval canvas and made it that way since I'm covering up all the mirror parts. But I mean, it's still cool. You can still use part of it. It's still like, ooh, it's a mirror, it's so cool. But yeah. Also, painting on a mirror is a lot harder than you'd think. Trying very hard not to, I mean, I'm building up the color, I'm trying to blend the color. Acrylic paint dries pretty quick, but being careful right now, because if you accidentally scratch the acrylic paint on the mirror, it will want to come off. For the magic mirror mask, I only sketched out half of it because I can just mirror the other side and use it to do the other side. And very slowly cutting out different parts of the template, and so I get everything exactly where I want it to. I don't know how else to do this kind of technique an easier way. I've been doing this since forever and it's what I know how to do, but everything I do is usually the hard way, so. Adding even more acrylic paint to the mirror. I will say, with all the things that I would do differently, the one thing I'm insanely proud of is how well the blending and the painting of the mask turned out. When I was getting down to the portions where I was just outlining everything, I was like, oh, this was such a headache to do. It took so long. It took months for me to do. It took months for me to do this, and then over a year for me to edit this video. So in the beginning of the video where I have short hair, yeah, my hair is down to my shoulders now, so it's been quite some time because I didn't want to edit the video. But outlining the mask, it was like, oh, it's all coming together. At the very end, I tried to use Mod Podge with a little bit of like iridescent green mica powder, or just honestly eyeshadow, to try to give it a more like glowy appearance, maybe looking more like fire. You can't really see it, honestly. Maybe if it was like a different color to accent it, it would pop more, but because it's green on green, you can't really notice it. And that is how I made the magic mirror from Twisted Wonderland. Also, Snow White, too. This was such a project I've been wanting to do for so long, and it has been sitting beautifully in my room ever since I finished this. It's just so cool. And then I added some LED lights in the back of it to make it light up. I haven't kept it lit up since making this because I don't want the batteries to die, but when it is lit up, it looks so cool. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully another video will come around relatively soon. Till next time.